last Batman video I did, I talked about the villains I did and didn't want to see in Matt Reeves' the Batman films. And one of the ones that I missed, but also I thought wouldn't work until I talked to a buddy of mine, was Mad Hatter. I actually like this character. I think he could fit upon further reflection in the Matt Reeves universe. I don't know if Matt Reeves would keep the whole Alice in Wonderland thing. I don't know if him using, playing cards and having like the playing card on his hat would actually work. But I think the whole idea of mind control, maybe Matt Reeves could do something with that and make it feel natural. But James Gunn definitely, I think, is going to go the more comic booky route. Go with the more comic book characters and their abilities and powers. Because, I mean, he already established stuff when it came to the Suicide Squad and Creature Commandos and Superman. So, with that in mind, he could probably do just about any of the Batman villains. But here are the ones that I really want him to do. I really want him to do Mr. Freeze. I said that in my previous video. I've said that a million times. I love Mr. Freeze. I really like Batman and Robin. And I think they actually did Mr. Freeze pretty well as far as his backstory went. But I think James Gunn could take the character, bring the backstory that they really put forward in the animated series and then later in the comics, and really give an interesting character, an interesting story, make the character work really well while still maintaining the strange, ice gun and the fact that he's still alive after this falling in a vat of ice cold chemicals and all that stuff. I know I'm a fan, but I can't even remember all the stuff. But then, of course, you know what? Let's do a Batman and Robin reunion and bring in Poison Ivy, because this is another character I love. I love a lot of the female fatales, I'll call them, or just female villains in Batman. And I think you've already done so much in this universe. It wouldn't seem strange to have a character who can control plants and who can manipulate men with a kiss and her pheromones. And I think you could really dive more into Pamela Isley's story. You could do more with it. The story they gave us in Batman and Robin, I think, was fine. It just didn't really work for people at the time. And I think you could really give more character to her. And I think James Gunn would do something like that. Plus, I just feel like these two characters just haven't been done as well as they could be, for sure. Another one I want to mention, just way out there, Gentleman Ghost. I think this would be a really fun, interesting idea, and introduce ghosts into the DC. As an ally, Etrigan. Just for a fun thought. So these are characters that I would like to see Gunn do in his DC Batman film at some point.